Welcome back to another Alliance War. This is the third war of Season 5, and For Loki is taking on Apoco, an alliance that I believe has placed top 3 in the past, an alliance that, For Loki, we've never actually beaten before, so we'd really like to get a victory against these guys, but we know it's not going to be easy. So we've got a popping a 20% champion boost, 15 health, and 10 attack. And I'm also going to be popping an invulnerability boost in just a second once we get into this actual fight here. This is a 5-star science champion on this aggression fury limber node, and like I've said in the past, I mean 5-star science champion on this node, it's very likely to be OG Spidey. And I will be using Stark Spidey. It doesn't really matter which science champion it is on this node. I like to use Stark Spidey. So I pop that invulnerability. I've got 3 poise charges to start out the fight due to having Blade on the team. I've got a couple poise charges built up. I don't really like to build up poise in this fight, but it does help if you can get 1 or 2 poise in the beginning. And actually, it was an auto evade that gave me the first one. I think I was going for a parry, and it just auto evaded his very first punch. But yeah, it's getting a little bit risky since he has those furies built up. So fortunately, he doesn't evade. It lets me clear those out. And he's almost down. And okay, there we go. OG Spidey first fight in the books. All right, moving on to the next node, which is a 5-star science champion with a persistent charge, so I know it's going to be MODOK. I mean, I assumed it was going to be MODOK going into this war before I even got here to see that. And yep, it is MODOK. Didn't really matter who it was, any science champion there. I was going to be using Void regardless. So I take down his auto block, bait out another heavy attack, get the Bane transferred over to him. Now, here's where things get a little bit sloppy on my end. I could really use some more practice against this, to be honest. As much as I fight this guy, I thought if I intercepted there, I would have transferred Bane, but I was just slightly delayed on it. But there we go. Now I get the intercept to transfer Bane back on him. The 2 ways that you transfer Bane safely against this MODOK, in my opinion, and that was a very funky special one, is either baiting out a heavy attack, taking down his auto block, and then baiting out another heavy attack to do the same thing. Or if you could intercept him while he's dashing in at you, he can't auto-block there. It's slightly riskier, but sometimes, you got to do it. He's not that hard to intercept for some reason compared to other champions. It feels a little bit easier at times, maybe just because of the nature of the node or something. I don't know. But in any case, MODOK goes down. A little bit sloppy. Definitely took a little bit of damage that fight, but that's okay. Got through it. Alright, next fight up, we have ourselves a 6-star skill champion. 6-star skill champion. I'm going to be going in with Stark Spidey. I'm going to heal him up here in just a sec. This is node 24, Buffet, Recovery, and Limber. It's always good to take as much time as you need before going into the fight, just to kind of prep yourself mentally. Although you can see that that invulnerability boost kind of ticking down, so I do want to make sure I can get into this fight before that goes away. But yeah, I mean, especially anytime there's limber, you just got to get it in the right mindset of, okay, I don't have infinite parries to play around with here. I have to just make sure to bait out heavies. Like it's not something difficult to do, but it's something that if you're not focused, it's something that you could easily forget. Parry this guy one too many times and find yourself getting parried as you try to attack him. You can see I slip up there, get hit by his heavy attack, take a bit of well, actually, I didn't take damage because I had that invulnerability boost still active, just barely. So yeah, fortunately, I did not take any damage there. But Thor Ragnarok, it's really not too difficult of a fight. You just got to make sure that you throw a special as his charges build up. Just be cautious of when it gets to 20 charges. Throw the special either right at 20 or right before if it's a multi-hit special like this one, and there we go. He actually goes down to it before he even gains much of that power. So, alright, first half, done. Moving on to the second half of the war here, moving over to Path 7, find ourselves against a 6-star Corvus mini-boss. So I will be using Void for this fight. This is the Buffet mini-boss. Even if it wasn't, I'd probably be using Void for this. I like fighting Corvus with Void for the most part, unless the only time I like fighting Corvus with Stark Spidey is really that first node, the aggression, aggression limber node 12, and even I think there's been some times where I think I used Void for that fight too. So that one could really go either way, but typically it's just that node is a little special because course, with that Aggression Fury, you want to end things as quickly as possible. But like I said, I'll be taking Void for this fight, just trying to heal up a little bit here without over healing essentially. But trying to get as close to 100% as possible. Back out because the timer was taken down, and I'm going to go back in here, and I'm actually going to pop a Special 1 boost. I didn't need to pop a Special 1 boost. It's just, you know, I had these things in the overflow still from the off season, because of course not going to use these the 3-minute boost during the off season, and they were available, so scooped them up. Might as well put it to use instead of just letting it expire. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that advanced power boost right now. And the name of the game is just get as many petrified debuffs going on this Corvus as possible. Now, you'll notice something right away, right when we get into this fight. This Corvus, he's actually running suicides, or at least half suicides here. We got the poison suicides on this guy. And, you know, that combined with just getting some early debuffs because of the advanced power boost. You know, this guy, he drops very quickly. You can see now I have a Petrify, so yeah, any of that healing that he was getting from willpower is getting cut. And yeah, this guy's going to be going down real fast, real fast. I don't punish Special 1s from Corvus in Alliance War. I think it's too risky. Not that it's impossible to do by any means, but you could find yourself getting parried, and that's where the real threat of Corvus is. If you get parried, you know, or take any regular hits from this guy without an invulnerability boost active, I mean, he could kill you. He could one-shot you with a Special 2, so it's just not worth it. Even you know, you got to be extra cautious with landing good parries against Corvus as well, just because him attacking into your block can be pretty devastating at times too. But alright, we got the next node here. Gonna heal Void up just a tiny bit more. That little bit of damage I took from Corvus. Still got the advanced power boost going. This is the Aggression Armor node, Explosive Personality. This node's usually not too much of a threat, and it's a mutant champion. I don't care what mutant champion it is. Either, you know, no matter what, I'm going in here with Void. So, and it turns out to be Emma Frost, and I was thinking, oh wow, okay, wasn't really ready for Emma Frost, but all right, that's fine. Quickly, kind of change gears mentally. She is awakened, so I gotta be prepared to reverse some of them controls. My debuff from the timer failed there. I don't know. I didn't know that she had some type of ability that can do that. But I guess her in her diamond form somehow prevented one of those debuffs or something. I don't know. The debuff went when I threw my Special 1. It's just the automatic one. Oh, I think she might have, yeah, cleared some debuffs there. It's it must be one of the debuffs is you know, Emma's immune to. I don't even know which one it is, to be honest, guys. Sorry, but there's got to be something there. Either way, this Emma Frost, she's going down decently quickly enough. I am able to, you know, correctly remember which direction to swipe against her. Sometimes that could be a problem. If you saw me questing through Variant, you'll know that, yeah, sometimes I'm good about remembering to swipe the right way against Emma, and sometimes, especially in the longer fights, if she has like power gain or something like that, it can get a little taxing on me, and you know, I mess up a few times. But you know, it's a fairly quick fight. Only had to evade the special a few times, so it wasn't that big of a deal. All right, gonna heal up just this tiny little bit more right before I boost, because of course I have to reboost now since this is like the next morning basically. Gonna go ahead and pop on a 15% health boost, and I can't remember if I use any other boost here. I think I might use another champion boost. Yeah, there we go. There's a 20% champion boost. And do I use an attack boost? Looks like I do chuck 30 units into it and pop on a 10% attack boost as well. I mean, the 10% ones, the 10% attack and the 15% health, you know, they're not too expensive. 30 units, yeah, it adds up, but, you know, it's an extra little safety going into it. I think I also pop another power boost here, because I'm pretty sure I had another one expiring. This is a 565 Science Champion on this Arc Overload node here. So yeah, let's go ahead and pop on that power boost. Pretty sure that was in the overflow, since you know you could buy 2 of them whenever they come through the loyalty store there. All right, and we have a Void. got a 565 Void. Something that I don't know if I've ever come across in War on this node, at least. I mean, it's pretty rare that I fight Void in War at all. Luckily, I do fight Void all the time in Alliance Quest. If you ever check out the live streams, practically every single night I'm fighting that second Void mini-boss. So I am pretty comfortable fighting him. Just trying to, you know, wait out the right time to land that the 10th and 20th hit and all that. We've got some debuffs going pretty quick on him. And my Void is stronger than this Void, basically, is what it's going to come down to. You know, we've got infinite parries here to work with as well, which is a big difference from, you know, Alliance Quest, where you don't have those infinite parries. He doesn't go unblockable the last 25%. Just got to make sure to get some good Bane transfers going, as I call them, even though it's not Bane, but just getting those debuffs off myself. And Arc Overload's put in some good work since I got Fear the Void. Now I have a Petrify up. Pretty soon I'm going to have enough debuffs up that, yeah, if Arc Overload happens to go off again, he would completely melt, but he actually drops before that's even a thing. He just had so many debuffs on him, he never stood a chance. Alright, so that Void goes down, and we're moving on to my final contribution of this war, which is a 6-star Bishop. So we got the 6-star Bishop here, really not anything too crazy of a fight. Just got to make sure not to push him to a special 3, essentially, and that's about it. I really didn't need to heal for this fight, but I saw that I was like 3,000 life, you know, missing, and I'm like, okay, whatever, let's just chuck a 3k potion into him. Didn't really matter too much. I probably should have just held on to it, but whatever. There's a 3k potion, basically wasted. Alright. Bishop, you know, what I try to do against Bishop is just push him to a special 2. He does gain a little bit of extra power here from my special 1 since it's an energy attack. I mean, he gains a lot because of the node, the strike back node, where he gains a full bar of power whenever I use a special. But on top of that, he also gains just a little bit extra from the energy attack of the special 1. Now, I do have 1 Petrify on him at this point, so that extra power gain is reduced by 50%. And I'm just trying to hold the block here, really bait out this heavy attack. I don't want him throwing a special 1. It's pretty annoying when he throws a special 1. It doesn't deal that much damage. Ooh, that was a bit of a mistake. I always try to evade the, you know, I take the first hit of the special 2 and then I evade the rest. But I guess I couldn't evade that one for whatever reason. But bait out another heavy attack. This guy's got 6 debuffs on him already. Fear of the Void is about to go off. And I can land another special 1 right away. And yeah, this dude's just going to be melting from here on out throughout the rest of this fight. With his 2 debuffs already ticking for 490, we've got a third one up, 740 every half second. And yeah, this Bishop, he is about to drop. So like I said, this was my last fight of this war against Apoco. They did actually manage to take the victory against us. So, you know, good war, you guys, over in Apoco. We tried our best, but, yeah, like I said in the beginning of this video, these guys are a very strong alliance. I don't think we've ever beaten them a single time yet. So, maybe one day in the future, we'll see, right? But in any case, guys, that's going to do it for this Alliance War video. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.